Welcome, welcome to the channel. Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This is your guy, the Sports Judge. This has been a horrible March, man. It has been terrible. I think this is the worst I've ever done filling out a tournament bracket. Just awful. Thursday marked a thrilling, upset-filled start to March Madness with number 11 Oakland taking out number 3 Kentucky. Can you believe that? My bracket is busted. So long, Kentucky. Bye-bye. See you later. My bracket was already destroyed earlier in the day. My bracket is not only in the trash, it's been set ablaze and tossed into a dumpster where it has created a massive dumpster fire after Kentucky falls victim in an upset. That Kentucky loss did it for me. It did it. Down goes Kentucky. Their exit erased a lot of perfect brackets. Oakland's win over Kentucky crushed millions of March Madness brackets. I think by the end of the first full day of the NCAA tournament, only 1,825 brackets remained intact at ESPN. I don't know what it is now. It's obviously changed now. But that upset yesterday, it was one of the biggest upsets of the tournament so far. It was the biggest upset. Kentucky fans are stunned. I'm stunned. John Calipari was stunned and emotionally in pain after the loss. You see he was feeling dejected. I think every emotion came across. He was hurt. He was humiliated. He was really hurt. It was really hard to put into words after the game. A loss like that can break a man's heart. And I have the utmost respect for John Calipari. But he lost his way at the University of Kentucky. And Calipari to me is a genius. He really is. But like any kind of creative and intellectual person, you have to know how to channel it. I'm telling you, Coach Cal lost his way. And I don't know. I really don't know. Can he find it again? It's like, man, I thought Kentucky was going to show up. I didn't think they would get stunned the way they did against Oakland. Hard questions have to be asked after Calipari's latest stunner. You can't take the most talented, most exciting roster he's had in years to the NCAA tournament and go down early like that. That can't happen. And this is not a knock on John Calipari because I think he's one of the most successful coaches in college basketball. No one is denying that. But what I'm saying is that it may be time for Kentucky to go into a new direction. It may be time to ride the coaching carousel and look for a coach. It may be time to finally get rid of Coach Calipari. And I feel when you had the National Freshman of the Year, Reed Sheppard, and squandered what might well be his only season in Kentucky, it's not only the fashion in which you lost, it's the fact that you lose in the first round and get embarrassed in a game where you let the entire nation down as everyone had you advancing. 0 postseason victories with a slew of offensive talent is unacceptable and inexcusable. Kentucky is not used to mediocrity. Kentucky is, or was anyway, a winning program held to a different standard. But what I've noticed over the course of time is that Calipari has struggled to adapt to the one and done era. There has been a stubbornness to bring Kentucky basketball into the modern time. I think Coach Cal is fried. And I mean, tell me if this sounds crazy. or not. I don't know. Coach Cal is starting to resemble the style of Doc Rivers, developing his habits. I'm going to say it. Calipari is the Doc Rivers of college basketball, living off that one chip a long time ago. Only one championship to his name. And I get it. You're not only a coach, you're a salesman, right? They all are. Coaches have to brand themselves and the university. It's about coming up with a sales pitch to coax kids to commit to your program. It's a business. Ultimately, it's a business. That's how these coaches operate in college athletics. You're selling your vision, the program, the facilities. And we're living in a world where NIL deals come into play. You must be a true salesman, one who not only coaches, but creates a product that sells, a game plan, and execute. That's what coaches do. Well, how has it worked out for Coach Calipari in recent years? I mean, you really can't believe the hype Calipari is spewing because he hasn't enjoyed much success in recent memory. And when I filled out my bracket, I used my head, not my heart, and truly believed in Kentucky. And they suffered the biggest letdown thus far. Right? I'm reminded of 2021, the year Kentucky was victimized by the Cinderella school, St. Peter's. You know, that school that had this storybook run that captivated the entire nation. And then it happens again. Once again, Calipari's team created narrations of their own melancholy memories. This was Kentucky's second first-round exit in 3 years. That doesn't sound Kentucky-like. And after the game last night, we were listening with more folks now calling for Calipari's job in the aftermath of the loss. It was one more example of a coach who can't put his ego aside. This program operates like an NBA training camp or a developmental league and not a prominent basketball program that it once was. You know, and Coach Calipari, man, he's egomaniacal. Calipari's ego is driving everything now. The program is in shambles. They should have won that game yesterday and they lost. There is his commitment to prepare his players to get to the NBA and not enough investment in the program itself. And after he loses, and he does this every time, after he loses to a small school, he laments how the loss will define how this team is remembered. No, it will define how you are remembered as the head coach. Literally, this team accomplished nothing. They didn't win the SEC regular season or tournament. They lost 10 games. It's time for college basketball's premier program, a blue blood program, and Calipari, who has underachieved, to go their separate ways and try something different. Because obviously, this ain't it. This ain't it. It needs to be over because it's simply not working. I can't see a revival in whatever abilities he once had. It's just not there anymore. It was a good run for him, sure. 15 years, 4 Final Fours, 1 national title. I'm not diminishing that he's gone to 6 Final Fours in his career. You know, I'm acknowledging that he's guided 3 different schools, UMass, Memphis, and Kentucky, to a Final Four. But you're at the University of Kentucky, where the standards are different, where anything less than a trip to the Final Four or a national title game is not acceptable. Kentucky's postseason record and this includes the SEC tournament, by the way, since 2019 is they are disastrous 2-6. That can't happen at Kentucky. This is a program known for winning. It's changed over the years, and nobody is oblivious to that. I think those who take great pride in this program know that this marriage has run its course. So what do you do now? Is he at the forefront of a buyout? Do you buy him out? What do you do? Because you're gonna owe him a lot of money, obviously. But I'm calling it like I see it. He has underachieved. Calipari's kids didn't have a confident mind and were obviously unprepared, not ready to face a team of lesser talent. You're the coach, but you couldn't make adjustments necessary to help your team have a chance, and you had no answer for Croaky, who set the tone and shot lights out. I mean, he shot you guys out of the gym. He lit them up, man. You are the coach. That is your responsibility to prepare them and build a powerhouse. Just bringing in talented players and expecting it to work and then take no accountability will eventually, at some point, have you looking for another job. And I think Calipari has ran out of time at Kentucky. I don't think he's going to correct it now or anytime soon. He is set in his ways. He's going to do it the way he has been doing it, the Calipari way, and it's not really going to get them anywhere as the game continues to evolve. It is time to move on from him. The best course of action is to sit down and come up with a solution and agree to some type of buyout or something and say good riddance to him, goodbye. Thank you for everything you've done, but we no longer need you anymore. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. Thanks for checking out my content. Also, I apologize for my mistake in the Shohei Ohtani video yesterday. I butchered a word that I should have known how to pronounce, and it was death. I said depth, like depth. I didn't say debt, and I know to do better next time and to say that word correctly, and next time I will. Death. But you guys take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy these games today. I'm tuned in as well, watching all these March Madness games. We'll catch up soon. Take care, everyone.